The number 8 represents what? New beginnings. 7 is the completion of a cycle. And you know, God Almighty deals with us also in cycles. So when a cycle is complete and then another is about to start, that is the 8th. So 8th marks the beginning of something fresh. So this month is not just God giving us another calendar page. No, God Almighty is inviting us into a new chapter. Not new wishes, not new notions. No, not new intentions, but new realities. Many believers, God opens the door, but they run back to familiar fears. God Almighty releases opportunities, but they lack boldness to engage the opportunities for greater heights. God Almighty opens the door of healing, but they continue to live in yesterday's pain. He opens the door of abundance, but their mind can't grasp it. He opens the door for a new beginning, but they are still lackadaisical and still unable to embrace that new beginning. Why? Because they are familiar with the old. Listen to what God says. He says, behold, I will do a new thing. But before then he says what? Consider not what? The things of old. For I, the Lord, will do a new thing. So remember not the former things, but put into consideration that which has passed. Because I, the Lord, will do a new thing. Now, listen very carefully. You don't find rivers in the desert. You don't find ways in the wilderness. But it says, behold, I will do a new thing. He first said, remember ye not the former things, because you cannot embrace a new beginning while holding tightly to the old cage. Your new beginning becomes a reality when you have the faith to leave the cage behind. Listen very carefully. Many a times we'll blame Satan. Many a times we'll blame people. Many a times we'll blame the nation. Many a times we'll blame the economy. Many a times we'll blame our uncles. Many a times we'll even blame your pastor. Perhaps it's time for you to begin to look inwards. That the greatest prison is not the prison that is all around us. The greatest prison is that which is within us. The prison of fear. So when God Almighty is bringing a word like this to us, He wants you to move by faith. May I say unto someone here, the gate, the door of the cage is open, and the sky is waiting for you. What is someone still